Hey dudes, it's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I got something I gotta pretty much talk about today. But I want to talk about a couple other things as well. Modern Warfare 3 is coming to the end. Actually, today is the last day of Modern Warfare 3 in its life cycle. It's not the last day the game's going to exist on Earth, but it's the last day that is prominent. And I want to go ahead and talk about a couple things, mainly video game addiction. And I also got a burst of gameplay today, so I might be uploading a little bit more than normal. But hopefully you guys stick around, and let's go ahead and get into this a little bit. Anybody that's ever played video games, one time or another, has questioned, are they addicted? And addiction to video games is nothing new, and it's nothing different than anything else. I remember back in the early 2000s, late 90s, there was a guy named Jack Thompson that would pretty much signify video games as making kids more violent by bringing out their animalistic nature and willingness to shoot people. This right here is a Facebook post of Jack Thompson trying to sue Facebook. He is a fucking tool bag that pretty much just whines about anything and everything that has to do with it. Does video games make kids more violent? No. Does video games make kids shoot up schools? No. People automatically assume that just because the media showcases everything wrong and bad about this world so vividly and so without delay now, doesn't mean that it's getting worse. Every day I hear people say, the world's going to hell in a handbasket and we're all in for the ride. And that's fucking stupid. When you look at the numbers, crime is down in everything. School violence is down. Matter of fact, school violence right now, even with all the school shootings that you see on TV, is down. Columbine wasn't the worst school shooting ever happened. I bet a lot of people don't know that. What was the worst school shooting that ever happened? Let's just look at some of the obvious ones. August 1st, 1966. Charles Whitman climbs a clock tower and shoots 17 people and injures 31 others. As a 25-year-old Marine at the time. That is 5 years before video games even zapped into existence. And when I talk about video games, I'm using that term lightly here because that's like Pong and shit. I'm talking about balls bouncing back and forth from the screens. Obviously, that's going to turn you into a bloodthirsty, venomous rampage ready to kill off all of your classmates. But we all know about the guy who climbed the clock tower and killed everybody with guns. And then people are automatically going to be like, oh, ban guns. Guns are horrible. Well, let's go on another route here. Let's go even further back. Let's go to 1927, Bath school disaster. This is the worst school killing in all school killings, but you probably never heard of it. You know why you never heard of it? It's from 1927. There's a guy named Andrew Cano, 55. He blew up a wing of a school. He killed 38 elementary schools, 2 teachers, and 4 other adults. And at least 58 other people were injured. He used no guns, 0 guns during this period. And he ended up killing all these people. And this was 1927. This was when cars was new fucking technology. Did video games cause this school shooting, this school killing, a 55-year-old man? No. People are just fucking blum crazy, dude. And that leads to... And people don't understand that we naturally need this release, this aggression. Look at it. You know what? Let's look at another sport that people play, and even high schools endorse, colleges endorse it, and it kills more kids than video games. Football. 157 people every year die of playing football. And this is something that the schools get you to sign your kids up for. They sponsor it. They put all their money behind it. They have pep rallies. Does that make football a bad thing? No. You understand the risk when you go along with things, and video game addiction is just that. It's another element. Are people addicted to video games? Do people play video games more than they should? Yes, they do. But not everybody is in that category. It's not like we have a huge percentage of the population just not going to work playing video games. Hell, video games are expensive. You have to go to work to afford video games. And what does it matter if somebody decides to spend their time playing video games or watching football, playing video games, or, making their lawn look really nice, playing video games, or, going out to a theater. It doesn't. I mean, the fact is, the money's still getting poured into the economy, just in another venue, and it's what people do to pass their time. Why is there 2020 videos coming up about video game addiction like it's this horrible thing that's going to turn mankind into bloodthirsty, zombie-killing motherfucking maniacs? It's a horrible, horrible ploy at trying to be shocking. That's all that is. Video game addiction hurts no one. No one. Obviously, there's going to be more addicted than others. And yes, those people might need help. Look, there's World at War clinics out there for a reason. But though, for every World at War guy that wants to fucking starve his baby, there's a guy that just gets off and kills time after work. Hell, especially now when gas is so expensive. You want us to go out to theaters? You want us to go out and promote local businesses and stuff like that and spend our hard-earned money that way? Make it so the fucking gas isn't fucking $5 a gallon. Make it so that we're not always getting a fucking inflation every other fucking year. And this, you know, the dollar is going down, 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 straight underground, dude. It's like the angel of death up in this bitch. That's a Slayer reference. But we live in this world where the imaginary fairy tells us that the only way to get out of debt is to raise more taxes. How is spending more money ever going to make you spend less money? I never understood that at all. How does more taxes equal, you know, less national debt? I don't understand that. I mean, all you're going to do if you have more money, you're going to spend more money. You know, like, for example, a billionaire might be frugal, but he still spends more money than the guy working at the 7-Eleven. You know why? Because he has more money to spend. And, you know, having more money to spend does not mean you're going to be spending that money wisely. But on the flip side of it, if you want people to quit playing video games, which I don't understand why you would want people to quit playing video games, it's what they do for fun and it hurts no one. You can't create these magical worlds where video games automatically unleash its bloodlust and bloodthirstiness. I could list off probably 6 school shootings that happened before video games even came about. There's been more video games that happened before 1970 than there ever was after 1970. Crime rates are down, vehicle deaths are down, you know, violent crimes are down. Everything is down. You know why they're down? Because people have an outlet now that allows them to do what they need to do. They have something to occupy their time. You know what's more dangerous than a video game? Somebody that is bored. Look at what kids do to boredom. Have you ever seen 3 Kids and a Hammer? Have you ever seen, you know, some of those Faces of Death videos? Have you ever seen what boredom actually does to people? They mutilate cats. They fucking spit off of bridges. They do all these other things. And you want to protest occupying their mind, basically to put money in your own pocket. So fuck Jack Thompson, fuck 2020, and fuck anybody else that wants to fuck with video games. Video games is a passion of mine, and it's fucking stupid how they want to try to dictate this and pretty much push their own agenda off some fucking bullshit, nonchalant, false facts. Fuck you. I'm out. Can't wait for Black Ops 2 tonight. Peace, people.